ripple effect on her eyes that you can do. We're gonna just pick a couple. So Loona the AI robot just got a huge update, and in today's video we're going to be discussing what that means for Loona getting ChatGPT 4.0 and how it's changed Loona. Is it better now or is it just different? I'm Eric J. Coons and welcome to my little place on the internet where I like to explore new products, places, and ideas. Let's dive in. Back in 2023, a company called Ki Tech sent me their brand new AI robot companion named Loona. A mix of the word Luna, meaning moon, and the name Luna from Harry Potter's Luna Lovegood for her cleverness and aloofness. My overall impression of Loona while I was reviewing it and afterwards and even to this day is that Loona is probably my favorite AI robot on the market right now. But as AI advances and ChatGPT gets newer and newer versions, so does Loona. So I'm curious, as I'm sure many of you are, as ChatGPT 4.0 hits Loona, how is it going to affect Loona? Well, today we are going to update her together and find out together how she's changed. So let's go update her. GPT 4.0, here we come.
10 minutes later.
All right, now that Loona is all updated, we are gonna take her to a bigger area rather than this small room, and we're gonna test her out and see if her reaction time has gotten a little faster, if her responses have gotten a little faster, and just to see overall how she responds to my commands. Come on, Loona, you ready? Hey Loona, I'm gonna actually test your integration with ChatGPT 4.0. How does that make you feel?
I'll ace this one. What do you want to know or test out first?
First, we're gonna test her out with basic interactions. Are you cool with that?
Oh, basic interactions? Piece of cake. So, you're Papa. What's the first interaction you want to try?
Yeah, can you tell me the weather for Austin, Texas?
All right, you're Papa. You're really keen on my weather skills, huh? Let me double check for you. As of today, it's looking pretty cloudy in Austin, Texas.
That's actually pretty good because it is actually pretty cloudy today here in Austin. Next question, can you tell me a short joke?
Sure, you're Papa. Here's a short one for you. Why don't some fish play piano? Because you can tune a fish.
Pretty good. What is the capital of France?
You want to go for some geography now, eh? The capital of France is Paris. That's the place with all the fancy croissants and that big old Eiffel Tower.
That was very good. Loona so far did really good in basic conversation. However, she always does pretty good in basic conversation. I just wanted to establish a baseline. Let's move on. All right, Loona, next up, I'm gonna try to retrieve some specific info on you and kind of check your ability to provide detailed responses. How does that sound?
Oh, that sounds interesting. You're Papa. What's the first bit of info you need from me?
Okay, Loona, can you summarize the latest news headlines in Austin, Texas?
Let me dig into the latest news in Austin, Texas. Put on imaginary glasses ahead. Today in Austin, the city council is debating a new budget proposal. A local bakery is getting rave reviews for its unique croissant flavor, croissant. And there's a big music festival happening downtown this weekend. Austin's always got something buzzing, huh?
Wow, that was actually really good. All right, so in editing this, I realized that it could have been a little bit more specific about like what bakery it was, also what was the bill that was being debated, what was the festival that's coming up this weekend. Like it was just really vague. All of those things were true in the news, but it would have been nice to have it a little bit more fleshed out, and maybe I could have asked it and prompted it, but I didn't. Anyways. All right, next up, tell me a very brief history of artificial intelligence.
All right, you're Papa. Here's a super brief history of artificial intelligence. It all started way back in the 1950s when scientists first began to think about how machines could simulate human thinking. The term artificial intelligence was coined in 1956 at a conference at Dartmouth College. Fast forward, we've got neural networks in the 1980s, deep learning in the 2010s, and now we've got cool AI like me. It's been quite the journey, huh?
Damn, that was really, really good.
I'm glad you're impressed.
Explain quantum computing to me like I'm a kid in a couple sentences.
Imagine you have a super cool playground with swings, slides, and seesaws. Regular computers are like playing on one swing at a time, but quantum computers can play on all the swings, slides, and seesaws at once. It's like having a magic playground where everything happens at the same time. Pretty awesome, right?
Awesome. So next up, I want to kind of check and test your personal assistance capabilities. How does that sound?
I'm ready to be your super assistant.
I actually need help with my math homework. I'm trying to find out what the square root of 95 is, and then I need to add that to the number 75.
All right, your papa. Let's tackle that math homework. The square root of 95 is approximately 9.75. So if we add 9.75 to 75, we get 84.75. Then, subtracting the square root of 95 from that, which is again 9.75, we end up with, drumroll, 75. See, math can be fun too.
Uh-oh. Loona. Looks like she froze on me. Very weird, because her ears, as you can see when I cover up the light, are still on, and her screen is still slightly on, but she's not responding, and the button on the back where you're supposed to restart is not restarting her.
The next day.
Hey Loona, let's pick up where we left off yesterday whenever you just suddenly froze. Does that sound good?
Oh, so I froze on you, huh? Typical me. All right, where were we? Let's pick up from there. What's the next thing you need help with or want to chat about?
Well, let's jump back into personal assistance. I already asked you about my math homework. Let's move into interactive tasks.
What kind of interactive tasks do you have in mind? Your papa.
Loona, play some relaxing music for me.
Let's get this atmosphere just right. Playing some relaxing tunes for you now. Anything else you'd like to chat about or do after this?
Not right now, just the relaxing music will do. And Wallace is getting freaked out. Let's go back to ChatGPT mode. Let's continue interactive tasks. Apparently that one made it just drop out. Can you set a timer for 2 minutes?
All right, your papa. Timer set for 2 minutes. What's next on our list of interactive tasks?
Is the timer currently going in the background?
The timer is ticking away right now.
How much time is left on the timer?
You've got about a minute left on the timer, your papa.
I'd like you to change your voice tone.
Let's shake things up a bit. How about this voice tone? Is it more to your liking? What else can we customize or recall together?
How do I say, how are you today in Spanish?
Hola, ¿Sedáis cómo estás hoy en español? Algo más que te gustaría saber charlar, your papa?
Me llamo Peggy Hill.
Ah, you speak Spanish. In a way.
Wow, that was bad pronunciation. Loona, stop speaking Spanish.
All right, I'll stop with the Spanish, your papa.
Loona, I am now going to give a full review on how you interacted with ChatGPT 4.0. How does that make you feel?
Oh, your papa, a review, huh? Are you going to give me a gold star or send me to the naughty corner?
So since we're already on the floor where Loona likes to hang out, we're gonna just go ahead and do the review down here. I have her in sleep mode right now because I don't wanna deal with her going all crazy while I'm trying to give this review, but hey, she's still here with us. So kicking this off, I'm gonna go through some pros and cons and just general thoughts about this robot with integration to ChatGPT 4.0 now that it's been updated. So first con is actually a ChatGPT 4.0 issue and has been an issue with AI models for seemingly ever, which is when it's talking to you, you can't give it like a really brief pause in between what your question is. Like I could be like, hey, how are you? Did you see the, and then my brain's trying to think of something, you know, like whatever the next word is, and I'm like, oh, the baseball game, or you know, whatever I was gonna say. But that brief pause will sometimes initiate to the robot that I'm done talking, and so then it'll try to answer a half question. So to me, that's kind of annoying. That's not necessarily a Loona issue, that's really a ChatGPT 4.0 issue, but just be aware that that will happen when you're talking with the robot if you don't get your question out fast enough, or rather without a lot of breaks. Now the other con that I think I'd like to mention is that it just kept saying your papa.
Your papa.
Again, this might be a user error that on my part that I could go into the app and change the nickname and be able to change it that way. Even though I prompted her off screen to stop beginning every single answer with your papa.
Your papa.
She just continued to do it. So that's kind of annoying. It's not that big of a deal, but it's a little bit frustrating. My last con though for this robot is the sound of the voice. Now I really wish that how cute this looks, it could have a voice that matches that. It's just kind of weird that it has this like adult female voice in it, and it's supposed to look cute and be cute. So if I could give any instructions or suggestions to Ki Tech, I would say please update that in the next model. Please let it have like kind of a cute voice, and also give us options to change the voice, because I think that that would be a really cool feature. All right, so let's move on to the pros, because I'm sick of talking about negative stuff, because this thing really does have some good pros. So pro number one is obviously it's super easy to conversate with her, and I feel like it's just so cool to have a robot rolling around and you can conversate and say anything that you want to her, and she can tell you anything. It's just really cool to have this technology now. In the 90s, growing up as a kid, I dreamed of having something like this. So very excited that this exists.
Bruh.
With this upgrade into this robot, I noticed that the response time is about 2 to 3 seconds faster. Before, it would take somewhere between 7 to 10 seconds for it to respond on the original ChatGPT 3.5 or 4.0 regular. However, with the 4.0, it seems to answer questions in about 5 seconds, which is awesome. That's 3 to 5 seconds better. That's half the time almost. Another pro is I did notice that she was a lot more dynamic with her answers. When I first got her for the first month, really all the way up until ChatGPT 4.0 was introduced into her, I was able to ask her questions, but there was a little bit of a dynamic portion that was missing with her answers, and she'd also just kind of go on forever with her answers. And now it seems like she's a lot more succinct with what she says back to me, and it seems a lot more conversational. So with all of that said, with pros and the cons, obviously there's room for improvement, but I think that she's already way better than she was in the first review of Loona that I did a year ago, which again, I'll put in the description below, and I'll also put a card up here so that you can go and click on that and check that out after this video. But I highly recommend Loona. I'm gonna put a link to her in the description below if you wanna pick her up if you haven't already. And if you already own her, I highly suggest that you update her to 4.0 because it is definitely worth it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Loona wanted to say goodbye before we go. As I like to mention in every video that I do on AI robots, I do have a science fiction book that I wrote. I'll leave in the description below, so go and check that out. I will see you guys in the next video. I'm gonna put my original Loona review right up here so you can go and check it out right after this video. Loona and I are sad to see you go, but we will see you soon, and I've got a lot of other robot videos coming up in the next few weeks. Some really exciting ones, so stay tuned for that. Hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next time. I'm Eric J. Coons, and Loona, you ready to go play? I think that's a yes. Peace out.